mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. That's doihaveprediabetes.org.
Wait, did they just say 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes? That's 33.33333% of adults. That means it could be me, my boss, or my boss's boss, or me, my favorite sister, or my other sister. That's 7 members of my 21-person romantic book club. Wait, the 1 in 3 could be me, my karaoke partner Carol, or my karaoke enemy Jeff. I'm going to take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
There's no better way to spark a child's imagination than to get lost in the adventure of a good book. I'm Jenny Benson, president of NSEA. Working together, parents and teachers can help every child succeed. You can help by reading to your child and let your child read to you. Encourage reading in your home and make it a priority. Make reading fun and a time that you and your child look forward to spending together.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association in the station.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings, thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get 1 half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
Want to quit tobacco? You don't have to do it alone. The Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line can help you quit any type of tobacco. We offer professional coaches to help you create a personalized quit plan with an online community to support you along the way. Plus, we'll connect you to resources like medications to help you quit, so you have everything you need to become tobacco-free. Quit with confidence. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired in association with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Get ready, because everything is on sale for 1 day only at Baumgart's. This Saturday, December 20th, take 12% off all items store-wide. That's right. If it's in the store, it's on sale. Toys, tools, decor, apparel, farm supplies. Whatever you need, you'll save. But don't wait. Doors are open only until 8 p.m. It's the Baumgart's Everything Sale. This Saturday only. Some exclusions apply. See a store associate for details.
Live from the heart of Lincoln, America, welcome to Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What is up, everybody? Here, right after Nebraska wrestling picking up a win, top 20 matchup win over North Carolina, 27-9 here, 93.7 The Ticket. Nick Wyman in studio alongside the Derek Pearson. Derek?
Oh, my goodness.
This is the first time you and me in studio. First time.
Poor thing. You poor soul.
I've been thrown into the fire.
Well, I mean, that is the greatest way to learn.
Yeah.
And set standards along the way. So here's what we're gonna do. 402-464-5685. Starter Hammond text line. You want to be a part of what we're doing? Hit me up. Give me a WhatsApp. All right. Give me a WhatsApp or go bid rate. Just don't yell at me as you drive down O Street. Speak to me first and then yell at me.
Mm-hmm.
That is the appropriate order of affairs. And what we were working on, there was some fear going into some trepidation that eyes ahead to Oklahoma State.
Yes.
That you could lose focus and have a top 16 team come in and cause problems. But what was done was impressive. Along the way, Friday night crowd, Devaney, they gave out. I actually got to take Farley and Bach and Harrison through the tunnel walk to experience what that was going to be, and then to kind of set the table for the crowd and what the energy level was going to be, and then there was some question about who was going to be in the lineup.
Yes.
Alan Kohler at 125 over Cale Lauritsen. That was the choice. Of course, Tyler Ice in at 174. And they came in at 185 for Silas Allred. So that was there. And then there was some question about whether AJ Ferrari was going to be in the lineup or not. Cade Ziola was the oar. So there were several oars in place tonight. And then the matchups. And then you looked at what UNC had in play. Now, again, the top 16 ranked team. And they came in with a little sauce. Like there was a little, like, y'all aren't going to disrespect us kind of vibe. Our seats were actually Matt's side right next to North Carolina's bench. And so we got a lot of the feedback from Coach Cole and what he wanted done. They were disappointed in their performance. Let me just say that. They were disappointed in their performance.
What was the crowd like tonight? Because they haven't had a home duel in a while. They haven't had a home meet in a while.
Well, that was just kind of it. And I want to say like 4,500.
Solid.
Yeah,
Friday night.
Solid crowd. Lower bowl full, lower level full. Some scattered in the upper level. There, I think at last conversation, there are 5,700 tickets sold for Sunday. It's all general admission that's left, youth and adults for upper level. So the crowd was there, good energy, a great choice by whoever made the choice. I would think that Mark Manning made the choice to start off at 157 with Trelly. You could have started with Kohler at 125 and gone the traditional, but the Husker back end lineup, listen, there's some thunder there and choices being made. That Trelly, LJ, to get Mento was looked like every bit of the All-American and national contender threat that he really can be. LJ Araujo is so extremely explosive and athletic at his length for that weight class. To watch that happen, and then Cam McDaniel is he's like a raging bull. And so that back end group, the first 5 bouts before the intermission, those first 5 bouts went about as you would expect them to go. Mento was dominant. I think he had some fun tormenting his guy. Trelly looked like last year's late season Trelly. Explosive, strong upper body, was flexible enough to get it going. The crowd wanted to see Trelly. Like it was, okay, so what do we got? And Trelly delivered. So then it became, okay, now we got momentum and all things are in play. Mark Manning is so, okay, so for those, if you haven't gone to a wrestling match, Mark Manning wrestles every match himself.
That's a good way to describe it.
And here's the thing: there's Coach Manning, and he's up front. But then Coach Snyder, Doc Snyder's next to him. James Green is maneuvering, like he's just fitting in, whispering gospel and wisdom. And then Terrell Delagnaff is the hammer standing behind everybody like the doorman, like just waiting for something to break off so he can just step through and kill the crowd. But Manning wrestled every match, and the enjoyment he got from the first 3 bouts was high level exceptional. He was pleased. He was getting from Trelly, LJ, and Mento what they had worked on. He got all the answers. He would shout out, call and response, and they would deliver. A couple of majors in that space to get it all started with Trelly and Mento, and then the Silas Allred decision to go with Ice to get it work. They liked the kid. And he didn't perform poorly, he just didn't get the win. But you want to see this guy, like he'll be a start. Like if you had to go into Big Ten season with Tyler Ice, you're okay. Like you're in a really good spot, but you happen to have an All-American, a multiple-time All-American in Silas Allred holding it down. Cam is an All-American and wrestled as such. He looked every bit the All-American tonight. And then the intermission, and Carolina was making some business decisions with their lineup. They had 2 heavyweights and their normal heavyweight, and they're both pretty good, right? They're both pretty good. Both top 35 heavyweights in the country. The guy they sent out against AJ, really, from a momentum standpoint, he really felt like, you know what, I got a legit shot. And he got a takedown. He got a takedown against AJ, which got North Carolina a little too hyped. They got too far out over their skis.
A moral victory.
Oh,
a moral victory.
Yeah, it's kind of that thing that I'm sitting next to Farley, and the conversation, it was almost how it must have felt if you were Missouri and you scored against the 95 defense, right? It's Rocky. Oh, he's a man. He bleeds. He's mortal. Well, only thing about that is he's still AJ Ferrari, and he's still AJ Ferrari.
Just for reference, DP.
Yeah.
In 1995, Missouri did not score against Nebraska.
Well,
57-0.
He said it was like.
It was like if they had scored, that's what I'd imagine what it felt like. Like that's what it would have felt like. And they got a little too hyped up, and they start talking a little bit, and you could see the build up to it. And AJ was dominant. His stand-up game was great. And then I guess they expected AJ to let him up and just take him down again. Except for AJ, the switch went on. And you could see AJ just go, oh, you wanna scrap. Like, I thought you were going to take this loss and go home, but you want to scrap. Okay. And AJ locked him up, and you could see AJ working for it. And that's our first time at Devaney seeing AJ turn it up. Like, I saw it in Tulsa, but in Tulsa, he's trying to win. Early Devaney, he was just trying to win, trying to get his wind and trying to get. This was the first time Predator AJ Ferrari showed up. And let me tell you, that place went bonkers. I'm not sure I've heard that wrestling crowd go off like that. At any match, wrestling match that I've been to in my 4 years here. That moment of AJ Ferrari turning the switch on, it was like, oh, this is happening. This is happening. And Farley just screams out at top, oh, that's gotta hurt.
It's such a Farley thing to say.
Right? Like, that's gotta hurt. And that finish, really, and of course, AJ, he hits the splits.
Signature move.
Yep, and the crowd goes crazy. He's gone through some stuff. The concussion really affected him. And taking a tough loss to somebody in a concussed state.
Yes.
He kind of felt like he let people down. Now he came back and got the win. Like he actually beat the Oklahoma State heavy, who was ranked top 5. He beat him with a concussion.
Yes, that's unprecedented.
So yeah, on the list of things to figure. So this was big for AJ, and this was big for Husker Nation, the wrestling fan base, to see what all the hype was about. It's one thing to win. It's one thing to be dominant and win, but absolute carnage. This was the first time, especially, and listen, falls are exceptional no matter who gets them. But when your heavyweight gets them, and then when your it guy gets them, it sets the room off on a different energy level.
It was a dream situation for Nebraska. Obviously, with Oklahoma State coming up, 48 hours from tonight, I'm just glad they didn't overlook this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, the eyes ahead thing really kind of worried me. I mean,
I agree. I totally agree.
And I want to say that I believe that Oklahoma State's in town
already.
They posted and shared that they were headed to Lincoln today, which I would imagine would be for them to come in and scout
and watch a couple matches, and
which
see
I
Nebraska
think is rude.
There's no penalty against it. Hey, just
it's the thing, right? Added value. A lot of the wrestling podcast and a lot of the college wrestling content people have gone through and broken down, and they were projecting for Oklahoma State, not North Carolina. So that's that thing of, okay, don't get your eyes too far ahead. Don't get too far over your skis. To go 7-3 and legitimately so, with some extra points, some bonus points along the way. It'll be interesting to ask Ridge how you project yourself into those sort of nights where it is a top 16 team and you've got something on the horizon that kind of leads you to, you know what, we have to have the right focus. Let's bring him in. The champ is here.
You say his name and he appears.
The champ is here. Yeah, right. Almost as good looking. Yeah, just to go. You say his name and Ridge Love it appears. What's happening with you?
Shoot,
national champ.
Just watched a pretty good showing by our boys, and all smiles from me.
Yeah, I was trying to explain the. I had some angst because Oklahoma State is on the horizon, and you didn't want to get eyes ahead past North Carolina. So, what's in the room to keep people focused and locked in on beating the Tar Heels and not getting your eyes forward, looking towards Oklahoma State?
Yeah, so obviously it's tough. You're going to be focused on Oklahoma State. They're, we got beat up pretty bad last time, so that's one that you really want to get back. But just trying to focus on faceless opponents. You wrestle whoever steps out in front of you, and we don't overlook anybody. We don't underestimate anybody. And they showed that tonight. They came out, they competed well. The attack, our offense to their offense, the ratio was real lopsided, which is what we like to see. Our guys were pretty much on the hunt most of the time, pushing for bonus points late. And they did a good job. They stayed focused, and faceless opponent, wrestle the man in front of you.
Through all of it, the decision to start with Trell, to start at 157.
That was UNC.
Well, that's why the curiosity, because if they start traditional at 125, they could actually have some momentum. Is that a disrespect? Like, if you're Trelly, aren't you a little like, what are y'all doing?
We've dealt with some of that before. Like last year when we wrestled Penn State, they chose to start at 174, and sometimes it can be weight cutting things because the UVU duel last year started at 157 as well, because that was when we bumped all of our guys down one weight.
Yep.
Everybody went down a weight, so they're like, let's start with their weight cutters. We know these kids were all wrestling up a weight last year, 50 or 57, 65, 74, 84, all dropped down. So maybe we could start with them and catch them off the scales. But I don't totally know the idea with starting with Trelly, because he's not a big 57 pounder. He's not cutting real hard. 65, not cutting real hard. Tofi bumped up to 74. So it's like I don't totally understand that decision, but I mean,
didn't make sense to me.
Didn't make sense to me.
I tried to make sense of it and say, okay, listen, maybe they thought from a matchup standpoint it would work. At least allow them some momentum. If you looked at the matchups before, I kind of thought at 125 you've got a shot, and even at 133, Van D is in a brawl.
Yeah, that Van D lost to him last year.
Right. I mean, he's in a brawl, so you have a chance to come in and get some points, get a win, and get some points. Maybe help out your guy, and instead you decided I'm going to go toe to toe, 10 toes down against the national champion.
Yeah, I didn't totally understand the choice to start at 57, because Tarakina last year when he was at Iowa State at the Cyclone Open, he beat both Kaler and Lordson at that tournament, and then Oakley beat Van D last year. So you could start off with 2 wins, but instead you're choosing, as of right now, the toughest spot in our lineup: 57, 65, 74, 84. Like that right there is a stretch of killers. Right. And then once we have Lamer in there, it just boosts it up even more. So choosing that spot, I don't totally know what the plan was there for them, but I completely agree. 25, I feel, would have been the best starting spot for them. I don't get that decision at all.
Yeah. And then I felt weird about it because it also seemed like they looked at the matchup, the LJ matchup, like they really expected. So I was sitting next to the Carolina bench, and they were talking like, okay, this is how this is going to go. And I know that's what they're supposed to say, but my goodness gracious, I've watched LJ. You gave me the insight to LJ months ago. Watch how athletic and explosive this young man is. And he's cerebral. He is thoughtful out there. It's pretty good. Give the elevator pitch on who LJ Araujo is as a scrapper.
He reminds me a lot of Brock Hardy. The way he wrestles up on his feet, he's real creative. He finds creative ways to score. He does some unorthodox things. He's an elite scrambler, can score from anywhere, and he's a monster on top and bottom, which we could see some of that in the match tonight. They wanted no part of the top bottom stuff. LJ chose down. That kid said neutral. We're just gonna let him go. We're not even gonna touch him.
What is that about, though?
I don't know. They wanted to take their chances on their feet, and that kid was a good scrambler. He's my age. He was on my North Carolina State recruiting trip with me. He spent a couple years at Ohio State before transferring this year. So I don't know. As an older guy, as a 5th, 6th year guy, you should be able to step in with a redshirt freshman and wrestle top and bottom, be able to compete and wrestle in all 3 positions. But he wanted no part of mat wrestling, wanted to keep it on his feet. And, their whole team was real scrambly, forcing a lot of scrambles and knowing where they were supposed to go in there. We worked on some of that stuff this week. You could kind of tell, because when they would get into the scrambles, we were inviting of it. We're like, well, yeah, let's go. And, some of the decisions they were making, I didn't totally get. Like, I didn't understand the 65 pounder cutting him both times.
Yeah, it was
2-0 with 0 seconds of riding time either way was odd to me. I didn't get that.
So through all of it, you make the choices on how you want this to break down. And again, I know that every coach is talking, you're speaking wins into space that you might not really believe they're gonna happen. But then you walk dead square into Mr. Dang Minto and
dominance.
The switch has gone on. Like, the switch has gone on. To watch Tofi be absolutely deliberate. He's explosive anyway. He's super athletic and violent.
Mm-hmm.
But when he becomes purposeful, we're like, this is what I want. This is what I'm going to get. And I'm just going to outwork you for it.
Yeah, I saw the butt whooping kind of coming. I knew Tofi was probably going to turn up on him a little bit, but I think it was in the first period maybe, whenever the kid got called for the hands to the face in the hard club, because when he stepped to the middle, he stepped over the line and was standing more in the middle of the mat, and Tofi pushed him back. I was like, oh yeah, this kid's same thing that you were just saying before I got here about AJ. Like you just woke him up. You smashed him in the face, you hammered him on top of his head, and now it's kind of game over for you a little bit. He's about to turn it up, and he's about to start wrestling the way he's supposed to wrestle.
It was funny too, because Tofi, I've seen a lot of hand play. His hand fighting is top level.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a lot of hand play that he was taking digs at this guy. Like there were some, I watched him shoot a knee into his elbow and grind it. And it had no other purpose other than to be a little bit of a D-bag.
Right? You know? Sometimes you got to throw a little bit of, when especially when you're trying to put someone on their back. Because, like, if you think about it, like, putting someone on their back who does not want to be on their back is a task.
Yeah.
So sometimes you got to add in a little bit of pain, a little bit of frustration, kind of get this guy's mind off of the wrestling part, which that's the push. That's the shoving your knee into his elbow. He's thinking, like, what's he even doing? Like, he's just trying to be a jerk. And then, whoop, now you're on your back, right? So it's little things that you can do in there, playing little mind games. But at the same time, sometimes you just have to get a little grimy.
It was definitely gritty. We will take a break. Rich Lovett is here. He'll break down Huskers' victory over North Carolina. We'll take a break, come back to this post-match conversation here on 93.7 The Ticket.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Ready, set, Ford. Just announced 0% for 66 months with approved credit on all 2025 Ford F-150s at Zollner, Fort Beatrice. Save thousands in finance charges. If your current pickup loan's 4, 5, 6% or more, trade in today and receive 0% for up to 66 months on a brand new 2025 Ford F-150 of your choice at Zollner, Fort Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
All ticketing options for the 2026 Love Nebraska season are now available. Single match tickets start as low as $16, even cheaper if you want to bring a group. Don't miss your chance to see professional stars like Jordan Larson and Lexi Rodriguez in action this season. Purchase your preferred ticketing option today by visiting lovneb.com/tickets.
Time for a new heating and cooling system? Get the options, brand, and efficiency that best fits your family and your home. Call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
From the chant of Husker power to Allo Fiber powering your home and Husker Nation, Allo is the teammate you can trust. Whether you're streaming at home with Allo Internet, watching on the go with DirecTV through Allo, or checking stats and scores on Allo Mobile, Allo keeps you in the game. Bench the other guys and team up with the official internet, TV, and mobile partner of the Huskers. Go Gig Red. Visit allofiber.com/Husker Radio.
Your Christmas list changes a lot as you get older. Dreams of video games, remote-controlled cars, and baseball gloves turn into dreams of shoes. You know, practical things. Brown's Shoe Fit is the king of shoes in Lincoln, with brands like Sorel, UGG, Brooks, Hoka, and more to make you fashionable and comfortable. Grab a new Ridge wallet or buy 3 get 1 free on Smart Wool socks for the ultimate stocking stuffer. And don't forget a reliable gift card for that hard-to-buy-for person in your life. Brown's Shoe Fit at 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Skurs 27, Dirty Tar Heels 9. It's the only way to say it. If you're going to talk Tar Heels, it's Dirty Tar Heel. Sorry, that's the way it is. You notice the Duke basketball fan over there nodding. Yeah, Austin Norman's over there giggling over the idea. An impressive performance, statement performance, as a matter of fact, because again, the idea that it's been a while, and then you're back at home. It's a top 16 team that you're wrestling against, and you've got a rival of sorts, or at least a nemesis on the horizon, and you're trying to lock in and get your focus. Interesting things happen. So the national champion Ridge Lovett will talk us through. We'll probably go to 9:30 because again, why not? Ridge Lovett. Like, why not?
Man, that's what I'm saying. It's always good to talk about Husker wrestling.
Yeah.
Especially on a night like this.
Yeah. Brilliance along the way. Let me ask the question, because you said a thing during the break that you couldn't remember AJ Ferrari with a fall.
That was his 5th of his career. That was
Right.
number 5.
Like, I mean, and that's why it was so, like, everybody in the room went, like, I felt like the guy from The Office. It's happening, everybody. It's happening. It's happening. Because everybody in the building saw it. It was the moment. I thought it was like Vision Quest. Mm-hmm. We saw it. It's going to happen. Shoot's going down. To watch AJ own the crowd and own the moment, it means I've had Mark Manning talk about the extra juice in the room when your heavyweight is a hammer.
Mm-hmm.
The Huskers have a hammer.
We do indeed.
A big red Ferrari hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Explain what the difference was from AJ tonight.
From the last time that we've seen him, he's always been pretty committed on top to riding. Not really a whole lot looking for turns. Like in his 3 years of college wrestling, he's had 5 pins total. I was talking with Bobby Kokesh before. He had 53 pins in his career. Right, 53 to 5. That's a big gap.
And Kokesh looks like he could get some today.
Yeah, for sure. me and him were joking about we should enter in the Hastings Open and go wrestle.
Yeah, like he could still get some.
He can. He does every day. That he's a monster. But having, especially at that point in the duel, where I'm not going to say that it was lackluster, but it was a lot of either completely dominant wins, Trelly 4 takedowns. This kid never really had a chance to score. He got on the leg one time. Going in the LJ, which was a bunch of scrambles, probably match of the night, real exciting, but low scoring.
Yeah.
Right? We didn't get that kind of like hype that comes from winning those scrambles. All of them were stalemated, potentially dangerous. Tofi, like a dominant, boring win. It's like, that's not what you want to see. You don't want to see your guy go out there and just take the kid down, ride him out, find one turn, take him down. That's match. Like, pushing for bonus hit there at the end, and this kid just holding on. Those ones can kind of get tough to watch when it's not competitive. It's pretty one-sided. And then the crowd fully accepted that, though.
Mm-hmm. That was what was one of the things that was different about tonight's crowd, was that the high IQ, the high IQ volume of tonight's crowd. Mm-hmm. They understood the moment. They understood, you know what? They knew what to look for from Trelly. Oh, that's good Trelly right there. Okay.
That was good Trelly.
Okay, right? Like in that thing. Then it's LJ. How's he going to handle the moment? Right? They were not as fully invested in LJ until, he's a scrapper too. Mm-hmm. Right? Certain situations where he was in trouble.
He got cradled when he was on his feet. Game time decision. Where are we going to wrestle through this? Out of bounds right here. He did a good job kind of bumped into the kid, pushed him off the mat, got out of a sticky situation. It was good. I was nervous for a second though. No, because that kid has a couple pins this year from cradles in that same position. He wrestles real good off of his leg defense at finding cradles. So I was ready for it when it happened, but LJ did a good job. He wrestled smart, composed. That's a lot of what we saw tonight was just smart, composed wrestling.
Well, I thought that was, quite frankly, I thought that was the match.
Mm-hmm.
Like I thought you didn't get Trelly, and you didn't get LJ.
Mm-hmm.
Tofi wasn't having it.
No,
like
that one was pretty much written off from the start.
Tofi wasn't having it. Tofi shook his hand and just smiled at him. And I've never seen Tofi smile at the handshake.
Yeah, that's Mr. Nonchalant.
Right. To watch that, I thought for a minute that in the discussion that maybe Silas not being in the lineup was going to be a real problem. His leadership. That's, listen, I don't know that before. I'm not sure that Silas isn't the most popular wrestler.
He's up there.
Right? Like, I'm not sure that he doesn't get the biggest pop. Like, people love the caveman. Mm-hmm. Like, they will pound their chest for Silas. They love the caveman. So I thought, okay, well, let's see what Tyler's going to do. Let's see what you've talked about him, that he's going to be a force. And we don't know when it's going to happen, but he's going to be a force. What'd you see tonight?
I thought that he wrestled pretty good. Honestly, I thought that he wrestled a pretty good match. Obviously, we needed that takedown at the end to force OT, but he's making red shirt mistakes. Though everything that went wrong for him tonight is completely correctable. And the biggest thing would just be finishing clean on your takedowns. You get it on the takedown, right? We've seen a few matches now. Once we got up to 84, we know that these guys want to scramble. They're diving on ankles, they're rolling, they're somersaulting, they're doing all kinds of stuff to keep the wrestling going. So when you get an opportunity to get on the legs, right? We need a little more Cam McDaniel. On the leg, insta finish. Quick, easy, get the takedown, get it over with. But Ty, he was almost kind of like a little surprised when he was getting to the legs, but he got to the legs often. He was in on a shot 4 or 5 times, only finished one. Right, we need a higher percentage than 20%.
But there was also the moment where you could see the greatness because at 7-4 he realizes that, doggone it, I should be beating this guy.
100%.
Like you could see it in his face. It's just too late in the clock. He really like the moment at 7-4, and he thought 6-4 because you could see him. He was pumped and he looked up and he saw them switch it to 7-4, and his shoulders dropped. And I went, doggone it. Like it's too much in. He's allowed that. But then, hey, to the party. Here comes Cam. Here comes Big Papa Cam.
Big Papa Cam.
Big Papa Cam rolls through. Tell me what's happening with this young man. Year 2, All-American, stuck. Like, I think it surprised him that he was an All-American. Proud of himself, but slightly surprised.
Yeah, last year, we talked about it earlier, like, early on the show on Takedown Tuesday when we were probably halfway through the season. He was about 500 with his record, but he had his only losses were to kids ranked in the top 10.
Yep.
If you're not in the top 10, you're not touching Cam, right? So hitting the podium in March, it was like, well, the only kids who are beating him are the top 10. He needs to knock off one of those kids and he's on the podium. He needs to be one kid in the top 10 and he's right there. And it took a lump early in the year against the Pitt kid. But he wrestles well. He works hard and he's super offensive, right? In the matches that he doesn't do
he's
well.
He's so violent.
He is.
He's
busy in the hand fight.
He is a violent wrestler, man. That dude, listen, I don't want to, I said, if aliens land tonight, I'm running to the wrestling room first before the football room. Sorry, Husker football, but I'm going to get them aliens down at the wrestling room. And I'm not sure I don't want Cam first out the tunnel.
Shoot, him and AJ Ferrari, that'd be a bad combo.
Right? Like I feel much better because Cam likes to fight. I'm not sure there's anybody on that roster that loves fighting as much as Cam.
Him and Silas are the two. When they wrestle, it's hand fight war. And before them, before Silas was at 97, it was Eric Schultz, that's how our 97 pounders have wrestled now for the past 8-9 years. Right. So having someone who goes in there every single night, willing to go into the hand fight, holding nothing back, going in there and finding his offense through the fight is big. That's what we need out of Cam, is the way that he wrestled tonight, being able to walk somebody down, walk into the hand fight, roll with the punches, and still find opportunities to get to your shots and finish quick. He displayed that.
I think he's recognized his strength. That, I mean, man to man, chest to chest. I think he realizes that he's a problem. The upper body, but he's a tank. His lower body work has gotten so much better. His balance has gotten better. He's better on the balls of his feet. He used to be a flat-footed wrestler. To watch Cam actually get active is pretty cool. And is that Tervel? Is that Greeny? Who is that?
A big part of that is Tervel, but a lot of it that's just Cam, right? That's stuff that you pick up, because last year he would kind of give up some wonky takedowns, trying to force scrambles in weird spots. And now he's, and big credit to Tervel, who's a wizard with the leg defense and just wrestling in general. He's a lot more offensive minded. And when they get on our legs, we're not going to panic and roll. We're going to defend first, go through the motions, do what we're supposed to do. And if all else fails, okay, now you can do your somersault. Now you can dive for their legs, but we defend first.
Does Cam trust his cardio?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing. I think that's a difference maker.
He's after every single practice, he's running sprints every single day, whether the team's running sprints.
He's exhausting to watch, man.
Running sprints. It's every day he's working on his conditioning.
At practice, he never idles. He never, I thought I was going to give AJ credit for that, but Cam is just, he's never got enough. And it was funny too. His family is always present. His mom, I think if the moms had a wrestle off, Cam's mom's got hands.
Yeah.
Oh, you have somebody in mind.
I'm just trying to think. Probably her and Mrs. Ferrari.
Yeah, well, yeah,
being able to handle those three boys, you gotta be
to
tough.
handle Mr. Ferrari.
Him too. Right, that's a house full of killers.
He walked in tonight. He is an entire vibe. He is an entire vacuum of vibe.
Yeah, that's full blown Italian.
Oh
right there.
man,
Chains on.
Oh man, he had it working. Yeah, he it was special. Again, an impressive night, 27-9. I want to talk about Scotty, because tough situation, right? But he's kind of been the round peg, square hole guy. Where do we put him? How do we use him? You don't want to be disrespectful, but you love the work that he puts in. He practices like he's a starter. He cares like he's a starter and going to be in the lineup. But there's a dude. There's a dude in behind the curtain.
He's coming.
Right? And how does Scotty get through that? I mean, listen, he almost pulled that off tonight.
He did. And that could be part of the reason for starting at 57. Maybe they're 49, 41 pounders. We're cutting some weight.
Yeah.
Sometimes coaches will do that. Be like, hey, this is our big weight cutter. Let's give him more time. Let's give him an extra hour and a half. If we can, however we can swing it. So, but with Scotty, he kind of reminds me of Husker football. It's almost every time. So we just have to figure out what it is that's going to push him one step further, because it's every single time he goes out there and competes, it's a war. But how do we get those 50-50 positions? How do we start winning those? What do we need to tweak? What do we need to change? And tonight, for me, I think he spent too much time in a front headlock, and especially too much time in a front headlock where he didn't shoot and get stuck there. A lot of it was getting pulled down.
But what's the focus and priority in sudden victory? Is that defensive? Is it offensive?
That offensive. Be the one to go, because most of the time the person who scores the takedown is the one who goes and gets it.
It always seems to me that whoever takes middle of the circle has the best opportunity. And with Scotty, it's fingers crossed. Like, can you take the first 2 steps forward? Not the first step. Scotty's good with the first step. First 2 steps. If he takes the first 2 steps in, I would have felt better. And when he didn't take the second step, I went, doggone it.
And he almost hit him with some little slide by, but that's not really his style. He's not real slick. He's kind of hard-nosed, walk you down, pull on your head, get you tired, go get a takedown, hard ride, works hard on bottom, getting up. We just need to I can't put my finger on it. What's the one thing holding him back from winning these tight matches? Because last year, Michigan State, he lost in overtime and he tore his ACL in the second period. Still almost pulled it out. Came back, closed the gap, and then just couldn't quite get it done in overtime. And I don't know what it is that's going to push him over the edge, push him to take that next step. Because like you were saying, in the practice room, he's one of the hardest workers in the room every single day.
Yep.
He treats himself like he's a starter. He competes in practice like he's a starter. We just need to figure out what it is that's kind of either keeping him reserved and off the gas pedal offensively, or just something's got to change. One little thing can change, and he's going to start finding ways to get his hand raised.
I kept hoping it was emotional maturity that was going to the comfort of being out there. Here's what we'll do. We'll take another break here, reset for the top of the hour. We'll probably go to 10:30. Here's what 2 segments. First segment, we'll finish the breakdown because we got to talk about Brother Brock and the dog, Jacob Van Dog.
That's what I'm saying. Van Diesel, baby.
We got to talk about that. And then we'll set the table for Sunday because the matchups and the lineups are pretty remarkable. We're going to shout from the rooftop. If you don't have your tickets, go get your general admission. 100%. Be in the building. It's going to be spectacular. He is the national champion. Ridge Lovett. I'm DP. We're going to take a break, come back, and break it all down for you. Huskers win it 27-9 at Devaney.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
The clock's ticking at Landmark Implement's annual inventory reduction sale. For a limited time, get 2.9% financing for 18 months, followed by 6.35% on selected equipment, including air drills, combines, planters, sprayers, 6 through 9 series tractors, and windrowers. No auction, no waiting, just direct access to the machines you want, price to move. Inventory won't last, and neither will these rates. Visit your nearest Landmark Implement or shop online at landmarkimp.com and experience the Landmark difference.
Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle.
At Koppel, during the holidays, we take time to cherish our terrific staff, community, and loyal customers that continue to drive that money-saving mile to Louisville, Nebraska. Hi, this is Sean Callahan. I can proudly say I bought my car at Koppel. If you are in the area, I invite you to stop by Koppel Chevrolet GMC's offices in Louisville or check them out online at koppelcars.com. On behalf of Koppel Chevrolet GMC, Merry Christmas and safe travels to all.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Madson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
This holiday season, give the gift of good taste with a gift card from Valentino's. During double discount days, double your discount from $5 to $10 free with a $50 gift card purchase. Valentino's handcrafted pizza has been a family favorite for generations, and our gift cards make the perfect holiday gift. And right now, during gift card double discount days, when you buy $50 in gift cards, get a $10 gift card free. Happy holidays from Valentino's.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nebraska 27, North Carolina 9. Dominant performance by the Huskers at Devaney. Great statement win, results top to bottom. I think there's lots to talk about in the space. National champion Ridge love it in the house, and you and I have jokingly called Jacob Van D a future champion, and I don't think there's that many more steps for him to take. Like, he has everything.
Mm-hmm.
He has everything. If you had to give a review of his performance tonight, what say you about Jacob Van D?
Complete wrestling. It was He wrestled a full match, which, you know, a lot of the times you get someone who kind of gets out to a little bit of a lead. They're okay with backing up. I'm going to play the edge a little bit. That's even something that I've kind of fallen into that trap a little bit. Like, okay, I'm up, probably not going to get taken down, especially if I can play the edge, have that in my favor too. You know, and that's not the way that we want to wrestle. And Van D, from start to finish, was 10 toes down, middle of the circle. Like, let's scrap. If you want to go, let's go. Even, you know, takedown sends it to OT, and he stood right in the middle, hand fought well, snapping the kid, bouncing his hands off the mat, bouncing his face off the mat, and that's the kind of stuff that you're looking for especially in a match where we've lost that match before. We lost that match last year.
Well, he's number 15 in the country. Oakley's number 15 in the country. And he was another one of the ones in the conversation from the Carolina crew. They fully expected to get this one.
Mm-hmm. Needed that one. They had to have that one.
You know, so what did he do well tonight?
Oakley?
Yeah. Well, no, I think it's Van D and finding a way. And that's a big. He mentioned another thing, that this was a milestone win for him. So there was a little added. It's the Husker wrestling. Let's not make anything bigger than it is, but it was discussed. This was win number 50. It meant something else, and it was talked about.
Yeah, and it's always good to get it back. Go get one back, right? Like, they didn't meet at nationals. They're not in the Big Ten. It's like you get to see them maybe once, maybe twice a year if you guys hit at the national tournament. So having the opportunity to go out and get that one back in front of the home crowd, that's big. But Van D, hand fought well, went out and got a takedown right off the bat, and then rode him like a cowboy out there. The kid couldn't get off the bottom, was riding tough. And then even in the third period, when they called a stall call, I think.
Yeah.
They
called.
called.
That was the Carolina bench verbally working the officials.
Mm-hmm.
It's because he can't turn. They can't turn. Even doing that, nothing they're going to do is really a threat. They're not advancing. And he kept calling. He goes, "You just please give it to us." So they talked about it.
Yeah, and at that point, I think Van D had 2 minutes of riding time and rode him out great in the first period. He wasn't really working real hard to score, but at the same time, it's hard to put somebody on their back. You're doing all these little things, trying to catch a wrist, trying to do this, trying to do this. And if it's not quite going, you know, I think that the ref should have stayed out of that because Van D was working him.
Well, he was working the bar arm, and and it looked like he could get to it, but then he would lose the wrist, and then he would have to reset.
But Van D was working him on top. He was riding. He was dominant. the kid didn't even get to his feet. And then I really did not like the stall call, especially right after the reset, the kid gets an escape. It's like, so we had a leg in, we were holding him down, we were riding him tough, almost getting pinning combinations, scoring combinations, just couldn't quite get over that little hump. And then stall call, then the kid gets an escape. But even after the escape, it was nothing changed. Van D was still all gas, no brakes. This kid's not going to touch my legs. We're going to win this match, and we're going to win dominantly. And he did just that. It was great.
Let's go to your boy. Let's go to your boy, Brother Brock.
Brother Brickle.
Listen, he's such a he's like a mad scientist.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think I've ever seen him wrestle the same match.
No.
It's always a new skill being added. It's always a new sequence being added. He never follows a playbook. It's weird to watch because I'm going, okay, I've seen this before. No, I haven't.
He's
no, I haven't. Nope.
He's always brainstorming in practice, always trying new things, running it by me, running it by Peyton Robb, running it by the coaches. Hey, do you think that this would work? And sometimes they're like, no. And then we go out into a match and then Brock does it. And he walks off. He's like, I told you it would work. I knew it was going to happen. I told you exactly how it would go. And we're like, we know, Brock. You did tell us exactly how that would go. But with Brock tonight, you could tell end of the match, he was a little frustrated, wasn't real pumped about it. But it was a dominant 5-0. Dominant 5-0.
Well, I mean, again, a top 20 opponent who, quite frankly, didn't care that you were Brock Hardy
at all. And that's a lot of times when you can kind of start running the score up. But the kid's tough. College wrestling is hard. It's hard to go out there and run the score up on somebody, right? And a lot of the UNC kids, especially after the first few matches, they were kind of, okay, like this is kind of how the duel's going to go, I guess. So let's not get beat too bad.
It was out loud. It was out loud over there. It's funny too. It's the first time that normally if I'm sitting that close, I'm sitting next to the Huskers, but this is the first time sitting next to the opponents. And to hear them, their reserves, it was comedy, bro. It was comedy because they were like, nope, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm not going to lie. That was a sweet move by Brock. It was just funny.
And when the kid that you're wrestling is kind of coming in with that mindset, like, it's probably not going to go my way, but we're going to keep it close and maybe I can sneak one. It's hard to run up the score on those kids because they're wrestling not to get beat too bad. When you're wrestling someone who doesn't care if they lose, they're okay with losing, wrestling gets a lot tougher.
Well, but the Huskers are always more scouted than the opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Always. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I listen to Ohio State. I listen to Oklahoma State. I listen to them talk and say, well, listen, they know what to expect from Brock Hardy. At least they think they do, right? And so in those conversations, they're calling them out. They're calling out sequences. They're calling out keys. And you're right. Sometimes it's just, I'm going to keep this within reach. I'm going to keep this safe. It's not going to be an ugly loss, which is why the AJ Ferrari pen gave me all the tickles because you could tell the original plan was just, again, stay close, right? Because AJ's going to let you stay close. He's going to beat you, but he's going to let you stay close. And then when he started to score, they went, wait a minute. Like
this isn't in the game plan.
Right. Like, wait a minute. What do you mean he took you to the back? What are we talking about? And then it was, oh, you got a takedown and you're going to talk a little bit. And then that's when the lights.
Now you woke somebody up, and that was not the one. You wanted AJ Ferrari, who was okay with beating you by 5 or 6 points.
10-4 out the gate.
You
gone
woke
home.
up Mr. Fast Twitch.
Oh, he was Mr. Fast. You saw it. That's the first time. I mean, in the takedown game, you see it. But to see him be that quick and that violent in a short space was pretty phenomenal.
It was great. The way that he turned it on, because I talked to him after. I was like, hey, like that was good wrestling out there. You wrestled well. You were composed. You knew what you needed to do when you needed to do it. You wrestled well. He was like, yeah, I didn't really feel good though. Like, couldn't tell.
Can I ask you about Coach Manning during a live match? What is he scared? He is he's a menace. I said he wrestles every match. He wrestles every match. Every move that you guys are doing out there, Coach Manning is doing.
He gets fired up for sure. For sure gets fired up.
Well, I didn't. Somebody said you have to see him at practice, and so I poked my head into practice, and I was not prepared for practice. Mark Manning, like, describe to the listeners what Coach Manning is when he puts the singlet on and puts the sweats on, and it's mat time.
Well, it depends. If he had a Celsius before practice, oh my gosh. If he just sticks with his espresso, his double shot, well, we're gonna have a hard day.
Yeah.
Once the Celsius comes in cracked and he's over on the side doing push-ups, when your coach is warming up before practice, you know that you're gonna have a day. And if that's Celsius and he just bangs out 50 push-ups, it's like, okay, yeah, we're gonna have a heater. And a lot of it, it's real intense drilling, specific details, very detail oriented in practice. And he's, every day there's 5 or 6 kids that he's like, you know what, these kids are going to get better today.
Yeah.
He's kind of on them
directly,
the whole practice. Yeah.
Directly because of Mark Manning.
So like those 5 or 6 kids, they might walk out of the room like, coach, whatever. But it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, because he saw something in your last performance that he wants you to correct today. He knows there's little things that you did last time that you can fix today. And that's why he's on you. Right.
I have never been in his person and not had to hand fight Mark Manning.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it is just
it's fist bumps only.
Oh,
fist bumps only. Because you stick that hand out there, now he's got you.
It's the craziest thing. And then I realized that with Doc, same deal. Like, you're creatures of habit.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Green, listen, man, I'm not trying to fight you. I'm not trying to fight you, bro. Like, I want to dap you and keep it moving. And Tervel is just a menace walking.
That's a scary dude. He's big, scary, strong, and he's a monster. Like, I watched him and AJ wrestled the other day. They were going live goes, and I was like, see, those are the days that when Tervel comes in, because his back isn't great,
right?
But when he comes in and he's on his roller and he's doing a little bit and he stands up and he gives a little twist, he's like, oh yeah, shoot, y'all better be ready because he's feeling good today.
Here we go.
And oh yeah,
do you get to roll with the light lower weights?
Yeah,
right.
I wrestle with pretty much all of them.
Right. So there's a lot of work to be done,
mm-hmm.
and it's understood. Okay.
Yeah,
fair enough.
They know.
Fair enough. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We're going to talk about the matchups for Sunday.
Let's do it.
Right, and again, if you're listening or watching on the streams, listen, go get your tickets for Sunday. I know there's lots going on. Women are playing at 11, matches at 1. Men's basketball plays at 7. You got all sorts of NFL going on, but get your tickets. The Pokes are coming, and it's going to be a brawl.
Pokes are already here.
Yeah, I said that earlier. I thought they were in the building kind of scouting, and they posted on social media that they were riding into town, and I just went,
They're right down the street. Right down the street.
Stupid Pokes out here scouting. All right, we'll go to break. Come back. We'll break down this matchup, Huskers and the Pokes on Sunday.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Hi, I'm Scott Miller, Business Development Officer at Midwest Bank's Lincoln branches. As a lifelong Lincolnite with over 30 years of experience in financial management, I'm here to help your business grow and succeed. My focus is building strong relationships with businesses and clients across Lincoln. Because at Midwest Bank, we believe banking is about people, not just numbers. Visit us at midwest.bank or stop by one of our Lincoln locations. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle.
Hi, I'm Scott Miller, Business Development Officer at Midwest Bank's Lincoln branches. As a lifelong Lincolnite with over 30 years of experience in financial management, I'm here to help your business grow and succeed. My focus is building strong relationships with businesses and clients across Lincoln. Because at Midwest Bank, we believe banking is about people, not just numbers. Visit us at midwest.bank or stop by one of our Lincoln locations. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Hi, I'm Scott Miller, Business Development Officer at Midwest Bank's Lincoln branches. As a lifelong Lincolnite with over 30 years of experience in financial management, I'm here to help your business grow and succeed. My focus is building strong relationships with businesses and clients across Lincoln. Because at Midwest Bank, we believe banking is about people, not just numbers. Visit us at midwest.bank or stop by one of our Lincoln locations. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Impressive victory for Husker Wrestling over North Carolina. They will get tonight to enjoy. And then tomorrow morning, refocus, lock in, recovery, and heal. What is Saturday morning after Friday night meet with a Sunday meet in the forecast? What's that like for the Huskers?
Yeah, 11 a.m. workout for the guys not competing Sunday, and for the guys, our weight cutters, who need to get some of that weight back off for whatever they're doing tonight. Tomorrow morning, we'll get a good one in, get a lot of that weight off, but it won't be too intense because, you know, they'll have Sunday morning as well to get some of that weight off. And if they need to come in a little later on Saturday and get some more of that stuff off. So go in, a lot of it'll be, how you feeling? What do you need? Let's do just what we need. We don't need to go over the top. If you want to get a little bit more weight off, that's okay. But, you know, having the blessing of being at home for the Friday, Sunday helps a lot. You're not looking for places to work out. You know where you need to go. And plus you get to sleep in your own bed, which is that's a big plus, being at home.
Did they ever ask if you to sleep in the team with the team hotel if you were here in Lincoln?
One time we did. When Big Tens were here, which it was actually really frustrating for me, and I did not want to do it because I lived in Canopy across the street from PBA, and we stayed on 56th and Nebraska Highway. Like we were out there a little bit, so it was like a 15-minute drive. I was like, guys, like I live across the street. This is a 10-second walk, and I'm at the doors. I go down the escalator or down the elevator, cross the street, and I'm here.
Yeah.
But that was the only time we ever stayed somewhere when we were at home.
What you mentioned tonight? What is tonight post match? What do the guys do?
For most of them, weight cutters probably go home, go to bed. It's already late. You had a long day because competition days turn. Do
you have to refuel?
Not so much.
Okay.
Ron, our nutritionist, he had shakes in there. So like, if you need something, go get a shake.
Okay.
You'll wake up, pee that out, good to go.
Yeah.
You're not pounding in food, water. You don't need all that.
Right.
It's really just go to bed. You're good. Just go to bed.
Is there post-match treatment?
For guys that got a little banged up tonight, they'll be doing a little bit of that with Weeda. They probably did that right after everyone else to go sign autographs.
Yeah.
If they're feeling okay, go sign some autographs and go upstairs, do something with Weeda. But then that'll be tomorrow morning.
And the likelihood that the lineup is pretty rock solid.
Yeah.
Right. Pretty good idea about.
Still, I don't know what the word is on Lamer, because we were kind of I was hoping for him tonight that he would get to go out there. So I don't know what the timeline is on that. All of his classes are passed.
I thought that was in full Sunday. I don't know
I think
why.
he should be good.
Right. I didn't expect him tonight. I do expect him Sunday.
That's kind of what we were hearing, but he took his last final Wednesday. So they were just waiting on the grades to get put in.
Right. And there was some conversation about
Yeah,
that. But I thought it was going to be
Dennis
good.
and Dr. Fuchs, they've definitely had an earful.
What's the fueling Sunday morning?
Sunday morning, for me, I would wake up, usually I don't know if I ever had a Friday, Sunday at home, but we'd be on the road. So I'd go down fruit, maybe a bagel, cream cheese, just a little, carbs, some sugars, maybe an egg, depending on how I'm feeling. I don't really eat before I wrestle unless it's a competition. And then I've been cutting weight, so I'm dying to eat.
Different duel versus tournament?
Yeah. After weigh-ins, that's really when I'll eat. For tournaments, it's always a morning weigh-in, so I won't eat that morning. I'll just wake up, get a workout in, then weigh in, and I get myself a turkey sandwich.
Okay, so answer this $1 million question for me. You guys come in on weight. You get on weight. You wrestle, right? And I've seen you guys. You're active the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And then immediately after match, you go run to lose more weight.
A little bit of that is that's a great time to boost your conditioning, right? Because you're already tired. You just got done wrestling. You went through the fight, and now being able to push just a little bit more, whether you're running, doing some sprints, just getting a cool down, hopping on a bike, whatever it is, you can build the conditioning in your lungs as well as your legs. Because for me, it was always that my legs were what would give out. Like lungs, I would be good. And at the end of the match, I'm like, oh, my legs are a little wobbly, right? Especially in the black singlets like they were wearing tonight. My black singlet was too tight. And it would squeeze my legs. And at the end of the match, I'd be like, oh my gosh, trying to pull my singlet all the way down to my knees so it'll loosen up. I'm like, this thing's freaking killing my legs. But running after the match, weight control, conditioning, and then also just a cool down. You don't want to let that adrenaline just dump.
So walk me through Oklahoma State.
Let's go.
Now,
let's go.
Right. And listen, that was an ambush after a muggy, right? That the Ohio State duel took a lot out. Like that could have been, we could have got on the bus and gone like immediately following it. But no, there were the Pokes waiting in Tulsa, home meet.
Home meet. It was a home meet.
And they was, let me tell you, they yippee-ki-yayed all over the place.
They did. I'm assuming that the duel tomorrow will start at 125. They typically do. Tonight, that's kind of an off night. Them choosing 57. Most teams will start at 125. We're gonna have to come out of the gate fighting.
Yeah,
they're 25-pounder returning national finalist. I believe he's ranked 8 right now.
Yeah,
they
started the season ranked 2.
He just knocked
actually
off,
wrestler of the week.
Yeah,
wrestler of the week
knocked off Strickenberger, who's a tough out from West Virginia. They're going to have to come out of the gate firing. Probably going to be looking at Lordson for 25. If I had to make my guess right now, that's who we'll send out there. And he wrestled well against their 33-pounder when we dueled him. He's not big enough, not physical enough to compete up a weight because he's not a big 25-pounder.
Right.
Neither one of them are. So we're going to have to, I'm not calling for us to win that match, but we need a fight. We need to come out there.
You can't give up a 6.
Cannot give up a 6, and would avoid bonus if we can. And, that's one of those matches where let's be frustrating to wrestle. Let's sneak one. Let's go get one late.
Well, having Van D back.
That'll be big. Van D
does a lot at 133.
Yeah, because he was hurt at national duels. And then in the Ohio State match, Omar broke his hands. So that was no good. So we were down and out at 33, had Lordson bump up. But, that's a match where we can come back and maybe throw up a 4 on the board.
Well, the bout of the afternoon is at 141.
Indeed.
Like, that's the one that Vega, and Vega was a bit of a DB in Tulsa against Brock. And I would imagine that Brother Brock has some plans.
Yeah. That we've been working through some of the stuff that went wrong in that match. A little bit of it was definitely could be some sad boy hours in there.
Okay.
That Vega's coming off a win against the Iowa kid. Brock's coming off a loss to Jesse Mendez. That was a rematch of the national finals.
Yep.
The adrenaline's running. You lose that match,
Crash.
big adrenaline crash.
You can see.
Dump it, and now you got to go wrestle again right now.
And I stand corrected because 149 might be the match of the 149. When I tell y'all to get your tickets and get your butt over to the Vanny on Sunday, because Swiderski and Chance, you could put that on the marquee. You could put that on the marquee.
If Chance is good to go, I like us by butt whooping BTA.
I mean, fantastic, right? Robideau and Trelli.
For me, that's match of the night.
Right.
That will be the one.
This is my point.
Every single match. This is going to be a fire duel. Fire duel.
This is sauce, man. This is absolute. You don't even have to be a wrestling fanatic to get in the building and just lose your mind over what this is going to be. Those are 2 All-Americans, a national champion and an All-American. And quite frankly, I think styles make the fight, and it'll be a scrap. Then you tell me, okay, LJ's, I have a sneaky suspicion.
In Ladarian Lockett, that's another one.
And right, I mean, the forfeit. And Lockett, again, was a bit of a DB about how he processed it. So that's there. It's happening. At 174, I don't have any question. Mento's gonna throw this guy around.
Mm-hmm. That the especially the taste in your mouth that you get after that last match when he lost to him in Vegas on a head scissor call in OT.
Yes.
Yes. That's and that wasn't the Tofi Mento that we saw tonight.
Right.
If we get the kid who was out there tonight walking out in our hometown, Skrilla playing, and the Florida boys coming out.
That's it, man.
Gaming. Give me Toph by hopefully not close.
And then Silas and Zack Ryder.
Fire
come on.
Every single match is going to be a heater.
Just give me the heat.
That's going to be another one. Zack Ryder was at Penn State last year, and he top ranked recruit coming out of high school and makes the jump, follows David Taylor over to Oklahoma State, and
this is so good.
That was a heat matchup at the national duels. So
it was 2-1 at 197 between Cody Merrow and Cam McDaniel.
Right, got to get a takedown. Gotta get a takedown.
You're just gonna go. Okay, what are we doing? We're just gonna stand here and scream for 2 hours, and then by the way, concussed AJ takes down number 9 Doucette, and let me tell you, I have a sneaky suspicion it's a different AJ as well. Mm-hmm. So
we're gonna need to find some ways to get bonus points in this duel. We're gonna have when matches are starting to get a little out of hand. We gotta get them and crush them in those moments. At any moment when these guys you can feel that they're on the ropes, we gotta knock them out.
I'm just saying, listen, folks, get yourself over to Huskers.com and get your tickets for Sunday. It's all general admission at this point, but we need you in the building. The Huskers, let me tell you, the Pokes are going to get on the road. They're gonna travel to Lincoln, so it needs to be a red out. There shouldn't be any of that terrible orange in the building. Ridge, well done, kind sir. We will do it again Sunday.
We will indeed.
We will do it again Sunday, man. I'm fired up about it. It's going to be awesome.
Win or lose, we're going to be in the studio after smiling because this is a fire matchup.
Just going to be so good. Greatly appreciated. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your Friday night. It's going to be quite the weekend in Lincoln.
Good. It's going to be good.
Y'all be good. Ooh, yeah.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do